Coverage you can count on continues. With Storm Team 10 meteorologist Everett Lau.
Good evening. Well, for many of us, this is a welcome sight. We're seeing some rain show up on the Storm Team 10 storm tracker this evening. Some thunderstorms as well briefly have been severe at times over in central Illinois. In fact, this pink line that you see right here, this is severe thunderstorm watch just to our west. But as these storms continue to work off to the east, now that the sun's gone down, they're starting to lose some of their intensity. So while we could definitely hear some rumbles of thunder through the overnight hours, I'm not anticipating any big time storms. But you can see this activity pushing off to the east at about 45 miles per hour. So still be an hour or two before it makes it into the News 10 viewing area. In the meantime, we're all nice and quiet here, but a lot of lightning being detected out here to the west. So hopefully this holds together so most of us can get a good dose of rainfall, because we certainly could use it. Now, as we look at the storm outlook from the Storm Prediction Center, they do agree that the best chance for some of those stronger storms is out here in central Illinois. That's where that slight risk is. We do have a marginal risk, level 1 out of 5 for our western areas, but maybe briefly a strong thunderstorm. But again, now that we've passed sunset, a lot of these storms are going to be weakening as they make it towards the state line. So here's a look at Futurecast as we go through the overnight hours, timing this out for you. By 1 o'clock, it starts to make its way through the News 10 viewing area, and the red indicates some potential for some heavier pockets of rain. But I will caution, it's been so dry here recently that a lot of this rain, even though it's going to be moving through, it could be evaporating until we really get the atmosphere nice and saturated all the way down to the ground. So we may not see all this rain make it to the surface just initially, but hopefully this line can hold together as it gets through the News 10 viewing area. You'll notice by 3 o'clock starting to weaken a little bit as it continues to push off to the east, because it's going to be encountering a lot of that dry air that we've had in place so far. And by the time we get to tomorrow morning, most of the rain going to be done. So by the time you get up tomorrow morning, looking like an overcast start to the day, but most of Sunday will be dry, but that's not the only chance of rain in the forecast. The cold front that's sparking off this line of showers and thunderstorms will actually move through our area as we get into the day on Sunday. So by the time we get to the afternoon, we're still dry, but notice by about 3 o'clock, Futurecast indicating we could see a redevelopment of another narrow line of some showers and possibly some rumbles of thunder as we head through tomorrow evening. That dives off to the southeast. So that's something we'll keep an eye on as we get into our day on Sunday. So hopefully a little bit more rain we can get out of the system before it moves out of here, because once we get past Sunday night, the chance of rain is going to be dwindled down back to nothing, and we're in for another dry stretch of weather. So hopefully we can get some moisture out of this system as it moves through. In the meantime, looking from the ISU Tower Cam here in downtown Terre Haute, looking pretty good out there. It is still a warm evening though, 78 degrees, and it feels like 80. That dew point almost 70 degrees. So the atmosphere is starting to get pretty juiced up. So hopefully we can flush out some of the rain as this cold front works its way through. Elsewhere, we're seeing temperatures in the 80s still in some spots. It's 80 in Newton, 82 in Flora, 75 up in Rockville, and 77 right now in Lagodi. So your forecast for tonight, it is going to be a warm and muggy night. Temperatures only dropping down into the lower 70s as those showers and thunderstorms work through. Then for tomorrow, maybe a touch cooler thanks to that cold front working through. A high still in the middle 80s with those scattered showers in the afternoon. But notice the wind coming out of the northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. That'll bring some cooler, less humid air in as we get into tomorrow night. So we'll drop down into the upper 50s, feeling pretty good. And then as we look into next week, we'll see the sunshine return, but it's going to get hot again as we get towards the end of the week.